Speak and pause to your reply.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Seattle University Red Night Out Awards. I'm Graham Wielgos.
And I'm Ariele Grande. We are Seattle University's 2019 Homecoming Royals, and we are so excited to be celebrating with you all tonight. We know that these past few months have been crazy, stressful, and nothing like we wanted our spring quarter to look like. But no matter whether we're on campus or around the world, we are still a Red Hawk community.
And that's why it is so important that we are honoring your accomplishments here tonight. Now, obviously, tonight looks different than Red Night Out has looked before.
I'm still in Seattle.
Well, I'm 2,000 miles away in Illinois. Things will probably go wrong. There might be some photobombing dogs.
Or maybe one of us will lose internet connection.
Now that I think about it, we really should have changed the name to Red Night In. But you know what? No matter what happens, we're all in this together, and that's what matters most.
Before we begin, no matter where we are in the country, it is important to recognize that the land we inhabit and the land that our school stands on belongs to Indigenous people. And we would like to honor this by reading together our land recognition.
As we begin our gathering, we respectfully acknowledge that our university stands on Duwamish Aboriginal territory. We pay respect to Duwamish elders past and present and extend that respect to their descendants and all Indigenous people. To acknowledge this land is to recognize its longer history and our place in that history. It is to recognize these lands and waters and their significance for the people who lived and continue to live in this region, whose practices and spiritualities were and are tied to the land and water, and whose lives continue to enrich and develop in relationship to the land, waters, and other inhabitants today.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in our land recognition. Now, before we get started, we also wanted to remind you that we have a virtual photo booth for this event, so make sure to check out the link in the description to have some fun with it.
All right, Ariele, it's already 9 o'clock in Chicago, and I've got to be in bed by 10:30, so let's get this party started.
I hear you, Graham. So the first award section we will be celebrating tonight will be the University Mission Awards. These awards recognize individuals who have demonstrated their commitment to the core values of the Seattle University mission: care, academic excellence, diversity, faith, justice, and leadership.
The first University Mission Award is for care. This award recognizes a student who demonstrates genuine care for others in their attitude, interaction, and involvement. They understand what it means to engage in self-care and care for others in the most meaningful and genuine ways. This year's Care Award goes to Marlon Basco.
Marlon Basco stands out among his peers as someone who cares deeply for the legacy of Seattle U, and as deeply, if not more so, for the individuals that make up the Seattle U community. His focus is not just to help his peers succeed in their roles for whatever project or task they're working on, but because he cares about them as people and knows that everyone can show up as their best, at their fullest potential, if they feel cared for as individuals.
Hi, everyone. I want to give a special thanks to my friends, my family, my United Filipino Club Officer Board, the RHA Executive Council, and all the other student leaders out there. It really has been a pleasure to serve my community, and I'm excited to see how it all continues to grow. Thank you again.
All right. The next University Mission Award is for academic excellence. This award recognizes a person who goes above and beyond just having good grades, but also uses their extracurricular time to support the academic success of others. This year's award goes to Megan Oakes.
Megan is respected by both faculty and her peers for upholding high standards for herself and others. It is inspiring to witness Megan seek not only academic excellence in challenging programs, but also attempting to integrate her intellectual interests and talents with her faith, her work for justice and equity, and her vocational path.
Thank you so much. I'm so thankful, and I wanted to say a special thank you to campus ministry. I love and miss you guys, and thank you to all my family and friends.
Thanks, Megan. Our next mission award recognizes a student who celebrates the gifts of each person and creates spaces where all people are respected and honored. The award for embodying the university mission of diversity goes to Sabrina Alex.
No one has to tell Sabrina to offer hospitality. She just does. She embraces and celebrates the gifts of who people are. She is keenly aware of others who are in her presence and strives to extend welcome and inclusion. Sabrina is also a public affairs major with a desire to work in the social services sector. Her passion for others is rooted in a desire to see all elevated to places of equitable access in society, with a preferential option for those who are marginalized.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. This is an immense privilege. My heart lies within the Seattle U community, and I have found a home away from home in the campus ministry family. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sabrina. The University Mission Award for Faith recognizes a person whose involvement and leadership across campus is grounded in the foundation of faith and creates spaces to encourage spiritual growth for others. Deirdre Pearson is the recipient of this year's Mission Award for Faith.
Deirdre Pearson lives Seattle University's mission through her commitment to faith. She is a leader who serves across campus from a posture rooted in faith, seeks dialogue and understanding across faith traditions, and prioritizes spiritual exploration and conversation. Deirdre embodies servant leadership, compassion, curiosity, enthusiasm, hospitality, and commitment to community. These values, which are rooted in Deirdre's faith, animate her life across campus.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this award right here. I also want to say I'm really grateful for campus ministry, especially Joanne Lopez has been someone who's guided me through a lot of my life in the last 2 years, and has really shown me what it means to be a person of faith in our world. So thank you very much.
The next University Mission Award is for Justice. This award recognizes a student who works for justice through both direct service and social change. Please join us in recognizing this year's recipient, Melanie Mandary.
Because of all of the work Melanie has put into both the Seattle University and local communities, I've seen people walk away with greater confidence in who they are, an incentive to be a positive leader to their respective community, and the drive to be the change Seattle needs in promoting inclusion and diversity wherever they go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this award. I've been lucky to have mentors who've shown me different paths to justice. I'd like to thank organizers from APEACE, No New Youth Jail, Sustainable Student Action, and Gender Justice Center for all the love and care they've put into the community. SU attracts a lot of people with our social justice mission, and I think it's time the university lives up to it. Thank you.
The University Mission Award for Leadership recognizes a student who makes exceptional contributions to the community through leadership. This person leads within the framework of the university and other communities and makes positive contributions through intentional planning and effort. The recipient of this year's Mission Award for Leadership is Rose Murphy.
Rose is brilliantly thoughtful, critical, and wise. Her peers and I rely on her insight to help the organization navigate complex, often controversial issues on campus. She leads first and foremost with a care for others. She truly listens to perspectives of others in order to help the team find common ground. Rose is a service-oriented leader. She is not interested in the spotlight. She is committed to doing whatever is necessary for students to be more engaged, informed, and connected to the university mission.
Hi, everyone. I am so thankful for this award, this little box, and for all of my friends and family who have supported me in my time at Seattle U. I'm incredibly thankful for all the leaders who have been on SGSU, both past, current, and future leaders. And I'm especially grateful for all of the mentors that I've had on campus. Many of them have been students, and being able to see other leaders lead as well as they do and be able to learn so much from them has been an incredible privilege. So thank you.
A big congratulations to all of our University Mission Award winners.
And our next award for the evening is our first club award.
We recognize that much of the leadership that happens on our campus comes from within our over 180 student clubs. For all of our club leaders that are on the call tonight, we want to thank you for making our campus as special as it is.
And for the club awards, we are excited to welcome a representative from the club to take a moment to highlight their group's achievements.
With this in mind, let's celebrate the first Student Club Award for Excellence in Service. This award recognizes a student club that has demonstrated a deep commitment to service and solidarity within the community. Please join me in recognizing Camp Kesem at Seattle U.
At every level of Seattle U's Kesem chapter, student volunteers pour hours of work into creating programs, fundraising, and putting on events. In addition to these events, students dedicate their time to supporting our camper families in whatever way they can. Camp Kesem at Seattle U will continue to work tirelessly to support families impacted by cancer, spreading Kesem love and magic as far and wide as they can.
So first, we'd like to thank Center for Student Involvement for recognizing Camp Kesem for this award. So Camp Kesem is a national nonprofit organization dedicated to serving children affected by a parent or guardian's cancer. Kesem is the largest organization with this mission and serves over 10,000 children at 125 chapters nationwide. Each chapter is powered by passionate student leaders who provide these kids ages 6 to 18 with a free week of summer camp as well as year-round support.
Camp Kesem at Seattle U is in its third year, and we are extremely proud to say that we have been able to serve over 40 campers across the state of Washington and Hawaii, creating a space for these kiddos to feel safe, welcome, and loved. And through this, we provide our campers the support they need and the awareness that they are not alone and that they have their Kesem family to lean on.
Cancer is a life-changing event for these families with repercussions that last far beyond diagnosis and treatment. Even the littlest things, such as a birthday card, a phone call, check-in with a parent, or even a little email to a camper saying congrats on their swim meet, can make the difference in these camper and camper families' lives. Student volunteers wish you and everyone who's watching Kesem love and magic, and we can't wait for you to potentially see the magic that we create. Thank you.
And our next award is the Spirit of Seattle University Award, which is presented to 3 students who demonstrate both care for others and care for the legacy of Seattle University. Every one of these recipients have made a significant impact by cultivating a sense of belonging and instilling pride in the campus community. Please join me in welcoming our first Spirit of Seattle U Award recipient, Clare Rodgers.
From the very beginning of her time at Seattle University, it is clear that Clare cared deeply and passionately for this university and its student body. Clare's gifts of relationship building and empathy mean she is well regarded among her peers as a friend, conversation partner, and resource. Claire's commitment to the legacy of Seattle University is not limited to the boundaries of the campus. She has also served in our broader community through the CCE and has committed to dialogue across difference.
Thank you for this award. Sorry, I think I messed up my Zoom, but thank you for this award. I've loved my experience at Seattle U. I want to thank the Center for Student Involvement, Housing and Residence Life, and Campus Ministry, who have all been integral parts of my experience. I am grateful for each and every one of the staff that works in there, and also the students that I've gotten to work with. Also to my family, who now gets to watch this in the crazy positive spin of all of this. So thank you, and go Red Hawks.
Congratulations, Claire. Our second Spirit of Seattle U Award recipient is Adeline Sugeng.
Adeline shows great maturity in balancing many commitments while still giving her absolute best efforts to everything that she does. Adeline cares intensely about each person she works with and makes a visible impact in the lives of others. She truly stands out not only as a hardworking leader, but one who brings bright energy and positivity to the communities in which she serves. She's reflective in her work and is continuously excited to learn more about herself and others.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for the award. Oh my God. I want to say thank you especially to my International Student Center family. I feel like as an international student, I found my family there, and because of that, that gave me the confidence that I need to find my own self, my spirit, and definitely my joy at Seattle U. And I also want to say thank you to my parents, and because of this COVID, they can watch this from Jakarta, Indonesia. So thank you everyone.
And our final Spirit Award recipient is Michelle Gee.
In everything she is involved in, Michelle cares and cares deeply. She consistently exceeded expectation because she was intentional with everything that she did. Michelle placed strong emphasis on building community and service for others through her leadership positions because she understands the value and importance of caring for others, empowering, and uplifting them.
I am very honored to be accepting this award tonight. I am grateful for all the opportunities I've received here at Seattle U, and I'm thankful for everyone who has been a part of my journey. I want to give a huge shout out to Housing and Residence Life, especially my Bellarmine staff and my supervisors, Wilson Deng and Mallory Kester, everyone at the College of Nursing and the Vietnamese Student Association for being a large part of my growth here at Seattle U.
The next award is the Student-Led Initiative Award, which is presented to a club, organization, or individual in recognition of their efforts to promote inclusivity, excellence, collaboration, and pride through a specific event or initiative. This year's award goes to SU Esports and Gaming.
With more than 300 students, esports and gaming unites students from many majors and backgrounds. Additionally, this club works with incoming students to provide them a connection and community before even beginning their journey at SU. Through a game sharing system for low-income students, fundraising for renovating Student Center 330, and providing a broad sense of community online and on campus, SU Esports and Gaming has been a beacon of community at Seattle University.
Esports and Gaming couldn't join us tonight, but we're excited to celebrate them regardless.
And our next award will be the St. Peter Faber Integrity Award. This award is presented to two students who promote integrity through social justice, peace, religious, racial, and cultural harmony. These recipients inspire and lead others through their values, actions, and ethics. The first recipient of this award is Clara Cordova.
Clara Cordova is a dedicated advocate for students, a trusted advisor for many SU staff and administrators, and a humble leader. For the past 2 years, Clara has served SU students as a member of the Strategic Planning Committee. She challenged university officials and board members to critically consider the impact of their decisions on students and to advocate for the basic needs and inclusion of students we already have, while laying a more solid foundation for the students of our future.
Unfortunately, Clara couldn't join us tonight. And now, please welcome our second Faber Award recipient, Stephanie Sanchez.
Stephanie shows leadership, kindness, and compassion. Her classmates look to her for guidance. Even with her busy schedule, she finds times to advocate for, mentor, and tutor her fellow nursing students. She is a thoughtful member of this community and encourages us all to look at many sides of an issue. Stephanie uses her intersecting identities to welcome and support students of all backgrounds at Seattle University.
Hello. Hi. Not sure what happened. Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, can you see me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I want to thank first and foremost my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because I know that without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But I also want to thank all those who have supported me along the way, my Alfie family, my children, my husband, and my amazing advisor, Theria Para. This award has definitely solidified the calling that's placed upon my life to offer great advocacy as a nurse to marginalized low-income communities and helping them decrease disease preventatives. And so I'm just super grateful and humbled, and thank you.
The next award we will be recognizing is the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, which recognizes graduating students whose outstanding contributions have spanned their time at Seattle University. This year, we recognize the 8 following recipients. First, we would like to honor Jorge Lara Alvarado.
Jorge Lara Alvarado exemplifies the values and spirit of a servant leader and lives the mission of our university. Jorge is from a non-traditional background and demonstrates strong civic participation and willingness to step forward wherever he goes. He continues to do the heavy lifting in helping the university learn more about supporting undocumented students. What drives Jorge is a desire to serve disenfranchised communities. Jorge's long-term goal is to have an engineering firm that focuses on fostering leadership and creating opportunities for those who are marginalized in the profession. Jorge hopes to inspire people of color to pursue careers in STEM fields and empower them through knowledge, leadership, and mindfulness.
Jorge couldn't join us tonight, but we're excited to celebrate him regardless.
And our second distinguished graduate is Azrael Howell.
Whether in his role as a student in class, a peer, or in more formal roles in organizations and committees, Azrael always found ways to constructively speak out about issues of diversity, equity, and justice. He continues to be a valued and reliable mentor to many students. Azrael has helped to make the university more aware of the changing face of the typical SU student. Azrael creates a gracious space that has allowed students, faculty, staff, and the administration to enter into conversations and explore difficult topics in order to learn and take action.
Wow, it is indeed an honor to receive this award for Distinguished Graduating Student. My time at SU has been a wonderful experience that I hope to basically reverberate to everyone outside of SU and inside of SU. I've had such a wonderful experience that I have to thank SGSU, my fellow peers, my staff members, as well as administration, because without you, I would not have the motivation to do this. So thank you. I'm gracious to you, Seattle University, and I am proud to be a Red Hawk. Thank you.
Our next distinguished graduate is Jamie Hegg.
Jamie has contributed to the overall betterment of the Seattle University community through her program to recruit student athletes to join the Red Hawk Academic Mentoring Program at the Washington Middle School. Her initiative to recruit 20 other student athletes has made a meaningful impact on these Seattle University student athletes and their mentees. This spring, she is making video-audio children's books that the mentees can access from home. Jamie has already created a few books herself and has recruited 4 other student athletes to do the same.
Hi, I just want to thank all the student athletes who have participated in volunteering in schools in the surrounding community, as well as the whole athletic department. And I also want to thank Bobby and Lakeisha and the whole CCE. None of this would have been possible without you guys. So thank you.
Next, we recognize Jess Juanich.
Jess embodies servant leadership with compassion, dedication, stewardship, and grace. As a CLP mentor, SGSU representative and president, Shinyo volunteer, and club leader, he has consistently encouraged students to uncover their agency and offer them support to pursue their personal success. He lives his commitment to inclusivity and justice through his work.
Hey everyone, thanks again for this award. I'm very grateful to OMA, the Outreach Center, CSI, SGSU, RHA, and the CCE. Thanks again to all the friends, faculty, staff, students, and mentors who have helped me along the way. And I'd like to thank my family for their continued love and support. Go Red Hawks.
Allison Gibbons is our next distinguished graduate.
One of Allie's distinguishing characteristics is the congruence between her actions and her beliefs. Allie strives for a faith that does justice in all of her curricular and co-curricular accomplishments. She has been a leader in promoting the needs of undocumented students in the Scarlet Group, participated in the Mexico Immersion in Tijuana, represented SU at Ignatian Q, organized Queer People of Faith talking circles, sat on the Board of Trustees Academic Affairs Committee, led a women's faith-sharing community, and volunteered at the Spruce Street Inn, Bailey Gatzert, and Seattle World School.
Hi everyone, I just want to give a big thanks first and foremost to all of the fabulous women, strong, independent, amazing women in campus ministry who have shown me how to live out my values of faith and justice, and I know that I'll carry that for the rest of my life. And I also want to extend my thanks to all my family and friends and to each of the teams I've had the opportunity to be a part of at Seattle U, especially SGSU, orientation programs, Delight, and the Scarlet Group. Thank you so much for making my experience all it has been.
Next, we honor Chhavi Mehra.
Chhavi is passionate about her education and will graduate summa cum laude. Chhavi mentors and inspires other Alfie scholars and first-generation students. As a future journalist, her goal is to give a voice to the voiceless. At Seattle University, she has used her writing abilities and reporting to shine a light on the stories of the other first-generation and international students. Her stories have been featured in Imprint, on KXSU, and in her well-received podcast, Project First Gen.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for thinking of me and for nominating me for this award. I guess all those sleepless nights eating top ramen and discounted banh mi from Mr. Saigon was really worth it in the end, huh? My heart is full. Although I have a long list of thank yous, I'd like to acknowledge a few. Thank you so much to my Alfie Scholars family for your continuous support and encouragement, and for showing me what civility, kindness, and compassion is. Thank you so much to my awesome comm professors who've patiently responded to each and every one of my emails packed with stress and panic and signed them off with a smiley or a winky face. And thank you so much to my friends and family for truly believing in me. And a special shout out to my mom, who's my essence. You know what they say, I'm a strong woman because a strong woman raised me. Thank you so much, Mom, for your unconditional love, kindness, and support that surpasses the 8,000 miles away distance between us. I love you, and this award is for you. Thank you so much. Go Red Hawks.
Now we would like to honor Miko Pasimio.
Miko Pasimio is a student leader of strong faith, deep compassion, and a dedicated commitment to the well-being of others. Miko gives his full, joyful presence to whomever he is in front of in a given moment. Miko is passionate and kind and is known for reaching out with personal invitations to students from all different backgrounds and social circles on campus. He has an affable quality about him, as well as great enthusiasm, which allows him to bring different people together with common purpose.
And it looks like Miko couldn't be with us. Oh, there he is.
Hey, thank you for this award. I'd like to first thank my mom. I wouldn't be here literally without her. I'd like to thank Jesus for changing my life. I want to give a shout out to all the folks at Campus Ministry. That was my favorite spot on campus by far. And yeah, everyone in there is super dope. And I want to thank housekeeping and summer staff 2019 for they're my closest friends ever. And yeah, thank you again for this award.
अरे कुछ लोग के लिए मैंने टोन डाउन कर लिया था ताकि मैं 80 पॉइंट से 100 में.
And our final distinguished graduate is Mariana Renteria Hernandez.
Mariana has been heavily involved in service, leadership, academics, and advocacy throughout her undergraduate journey. She takes it as an honor to dedicate herself to others and feels it is her responsibility and joy to have dedicated her time supporting others. After graduation, she will continue serving youth from marginalized communities that have experienced severe trauma in order to aid their healing and empowering process. Her work while at Seattle U has supported her path toward this end goal. And what she has learned from her experience is this: there is no greater joy nor privilege than the opportunity to help others.
Mariana couldn't join us tonight, but we are happy to honor her regardless. And congratulations to all of our distinguished graduates. That is the end of this section.
This next award is the Lasting Impact Award. This award is presented to a student club that has had a significant impact in the Seattle U or broader community. Whether seeking to change hearts and minds, to shift policies, or for solutions to big problems, club members have left a meaningful legacy on those impacted by their work. This year's recipient is the United Filipino Club. Some representatives from the United Filipino Club have created a video to share as they accept the award.
The United Filipino Club strives to provide the campus community with an opportunity to further their knowledge of the Filipino culture and traditions. UFC hopes to create a sense of family, as well as promote community involvement and awareness of Filipino heritage to bring meaning to their identity as members who wish to share the Filipino culture.
The United Filipino Club is honored to accept the Lasting Impact Award.
For the past 84 years, UFC has always strived to create a sense of community,
belonging,
and inclusivity.
By
While celebrating our Filipino culture during these uncertain times, it is now more important than ever
to have a community to turn to.
Despite the challenges of our current situation,
we remain resilient and determined
to take care of our community,
striving to lift each other up,
and lean on this club that we call our family, our kapamilya,
and our home.
We would like to honor and acknowledge all of the officers,
general members,
and the greater UFC community
who have been a part of our club's legacy since 1936.
Every single one of these individuals
have helped shape our organization into what it is today.
Thank you for giving us a space to celebrate our people's strength,
resilience,
and love for our culture.
We hope to carry on our legacy for many more years to come.
And continue to impact our greater Seattle community.
Once again, maraming salamat.
Thank you from all of us from the United Filipino Club.
We did run into some technical difficulties there, so we do apologize for that, but we will be posting this link so that any family members watching will be able to see this video. And now I will let the representatives from UFC take it away.
We just like to say thank you so much again for allowing us to celebrate our club. The United Filipino Club has been a huge part of our lives throughout our time at Seattle University. It has served as a strong, consistent support system and has allowed us to both grow as leaders. Thank you to all our current and past members, to all our advisors, and to many other cultural clubs on campus that have contributed to building this organization into what it is today.
We would like to shout out our current general members, all the family watching tonight, and all the alumni who have been part of our club for the past 86 years. Without y'all, there is no UFC, so we want to say thank you for everything you've done for our organization as we continue to do for many more years to come. And we love you, so thank you so much.
This next award recognizes a student club that cultivates a sense of belonging and collaboration within the campus community. Its members willingly share their time, talent, and resources with other clubs or organizations in order to elevate the experience of all Seattle U students. Please welcome the winners of the Campus Unity Award, A-Piece.
A-Piece was founded 4 years ago on the premise of not just discussing issues within the Asians and Pacific Islanders communities, but critically engaging with said issues. A-Piece has cultivated 2 workshops based on community feedback of prominent API issues, one of them being Asians for Black Lives. Because of the work done, students and off-campus members have expressed that they walked away with a better understanding of the topics discussed and further initiative to work in solidarity.
Hi, I'm Marianne. Okay. My co-representative Bailani is around here somewhere, and we're representing A-Piece. Thank you so much for honoring A-Piece with this award. A-Piece was started in 2016 by our friends who saw a need for the API community to do better. Throughout the last 2 years, A-Piece has hosted on-campus workshops with topics ranging from the model minority myth to Asians for Black Lives, while also publishing a weekly newsletter and hosting community building activities. Many of our members are connected with organizations outside of the SU community, such as Asians for Black Lives Seattle, Anak Bayan, Parasol, and CID Coalition. Our strength and knowledge comes from those who came before us. Given that it's API Heritage Month and our communities are hurting in the wake of COVID-19, we want to share this recognition with our elders, comrades, ancestors, friends, and family. If you can, please support our communities by donating or purchasing from local API businesses. All of our current A-Piece members are graduating, so for now, this is the end of A-Piece at SU. A-Piece has fundamentally shaped our experiences at SU, which wouldn't be possible without Michelle Kim and Angel Asuncion Reid. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this point, we would like to welcome Father Sunborg to present the Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Awards, our final awards for this evening.
Thanks very much. It's great to be able to be with you. It's great to see all of you. Wish you were back all on campus. We miss you all. The highest award for service and justice and faith at Seattle University in these awards at Red Night Out is the Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Award. Archbishop Hunthausen came from Montana. He was a quiet man of great courage, of morally committed person. He was the Archbishop here in Seattle for 16 years. He dedicated himself to nuclear disarmament, to support of immigrants, spiritual support of LGBTQ persons, and was the moral leader of our region. So the highest award of Seattle University for leadership, service, and faith is named for Archbishop Hunthausen. Give 2 awards, one undergraduate and one graduate, and we invite each of them to give us a bit of a talk about whatever they would like to. The undergraduate award goes to Allison Alderman. Alderman is an arts leadership major with minors in Arabic language, social welfare, and women and gender studies. Like Archbishop Hunthausen, Ali leads from her deep personal spirituality. She's a member of Alpha Sigma Nu, the Jesuit Honor Society for students, who distinguish themselves in scholarship, service, and commitment to mission. She has served as a confirmation sponsor for her peers, acting as a conversation partner for other students seeking to deepen their Catholic faith. She's a young adult who seeks interfaith understanding and relationship. She's been an admissions ambassador since 2016 and served last year as the Director of Events for SEEK, the Student Events and Activities Council. Her nominator wrote, quote, Ali embodies for me what it means to be a person for others. She's a servant leader, a reflective person of faith, a bridge builder, catalyst for community, and a young woman committed to living and building vision of the world that is rooted in faith, justice, and community. After she graduates, Ali will complete a year of service with the Loretto Volunteers in Denver, Colorado, where she will live in community with other values-driven young people and work at an organization serving vulnerable youth experiencing homelessness in Denver. She leaves behind a lasting legacy on our campus community. I can only await now how she will leave a lasting imprint on our world. Ali Alderman, congratulations.
Hi, Father Steve. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. I'm like already tearing up. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all having a really great night and enjoying the ceremony. It's truly such an honor to be among all of you folks nominated and receiving awards tonight. I think we can all agree we're in incredible company. Right off the bat, I want to say thank you. Oh, I forgot to show the award. Here it is. It's all shiny and crystal clear. I want to thank everyone who's been in my corner during my time at SU. I'm so grateful for my family and friends who are so supportive and the best in the world. I want to thank my advisor, Roxy Hornbeck, my spiritual and emotional rock, Joanne Lopez, and all the mentors, professors, clubs, and orgs that have been a part of my life during my time at SU, especially the staff in CSI and campus ministry, who have always been holding me up and encouraging me to grow into the person I am. I am truly, truly, truly overwhelmed with joy and love from our beautiful SU community right now. To be super honest, I was really shocked when I'd heard I'd won this award, and not in like a fake humble way. But I really thought that if there were any year that I would win, it was going to be last year, because I felt like I was signing up for everything and I was involved with orgs and clubs until my calendar was overflowing. And as I'm sure all of us are, I was stretching myself way thin and calling it victory and excellence. And I was really proud of my exhaustion. So to win this wonderful award this year, when I've definitely slowed down on most things and narrowed my focus into only a few activities, and also during this really difficult time when we're separated from our community and each other and things are really different, it really made me reflect on what I've learned about leadership. So here are my 2 cents on leadership. In my many successes and failures, I found that it's not really about having your hand in everything. In my experience, it's actually about how you show up for people in your life, how you make time for the things that you care about, how you invite people to the table, how you make spaces different by the very presence of you being there, how you ask hard questions of yourself and the world with curiosity and openness, and most importantly, how you practice radical vulnerability and humility and really, really good listening all the time. It's about having big, crazy hope that what you and your teams and your communities are doing matters, even when it feels small, or maybe goes unrecognized. I guess then my message to rising and current leaders of SU is really an invitation. I invite you to really truly show up authentically, attentively, gratefully to the things that fill your heart up. Make your own mold for what leadership should look like. We're an innovative group. This might be the hardest work of all, to bring our fullest selves to the work we do. And it can be even harder for folks that are told their stories don't matter because of who they are or how the world sees them. And as leaders, especially ones who are in this environment where we are encouraged to talk about justice and to change the world, we ought to keep in mind the power we have to amplify those stories and to build a bigger, more inclusive table. In my time at SU, it's often felt easier to do 15 things at 10% and to run from one thing to another, just trying to keep up while not really paying attention to anyone or anything but my to-do list. And I know that everyone here tonight has probably done that too. But I don't think any of us want to be doing that. And that kind of dead sprint will never be sustainable. That's where we burn out. What is difficult, but what I think is the most worthwhile, is bringing the whole of who we are, no matter who we are, into the rings we choose to enter, to our organizations, our relationships, our academics, to our various faiths in all areas of our lives. Finally, as rewarding as it is in so many ways, leadership for students on campus can often feel pretty thankless and very behind the scenes. And I know you've all experienced that, and I want to acknowledge it. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for showing up anyway, showing up as you, with your values, your convictions, your faults, your experiences, mistakes, and your unique and very, very loud voices that I miss sharing actual space with. Showing up even when it's hard, that's where it's at really. And it takes a lot of courage and a lot of generosity to do that. And that's all good leadership calls for us to do, I think, to show up with our authentic selves and deeply, deeply value when others do the same. I am so grateful for you all, so deeply grateful for our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so humbled and so grateful. Have a really great night, everybody.
Thank you, Ali, and congratulations, and thanks for your comments and suggestions around leadership. We really admire you and what you've accomplished, and you're a deserving winner of the Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Award for undergraduates. The person to whom we give the Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Award as a graduate student is Kauser Gwaduri. Kauser is a graduate student in the Student Development Administration program. She shows up with a servant leader's heart and helps others to feel at ease with her natural curiosity, her thoughtfulness, and her sense of humor. Her commitment to advancing the mission of the Seattle University community is exemplified in the work she does with respect to faith, justice, diversity, and inclusion. During her first year at Seattle University, she volunteered to help facilitate Campus Ministry's first Students of Color retreat. She partnered with the retreat leadership team to conceptualize, design, and implement a retreat for students of color, the aim of which was to explore intersecting identities and cultivate sustainable community. Kauser worked diligently to create space and reflection opportunities for a group of students who often feel prospects are limited on campus for their full self-expression. Kauser's commitment to diversity and leadership development is also evident in the work she does as the Graduate Assistant Program Coordinator in the International Student Center. Kauser's leadership, vision, and commitment have made a lasting positive impact on our community, and I have no doubt this will continue in the years to come. She exemplifies academic excellence, student involvement, and service within the campus community and beyond. Please welcome the graduate student winner of the Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Award, Kauser Gwaduri. Kauser?
Hello, Father Sundberg. Thank you so much for those kind words. As I've been thinking about this speech over the past week, I have been inspired by a book that I've been reading by Michael Eric Dyson, Tears We Cannot Stop, A Sermon to White America. And so, starting off my speech, dearly beloved, there are not enough words, or frankly enough time, for me to express all that I wish to share with you. Our time and attention are limited, but with this spare moment, I want to share a word with you. Love. When I hear the Hunthausen description, a person for others, I think of love. Love for self, love for others, love for all. Love means putting videos together for Mother's Day or for a friend's birthday. Love is taking a moment to feel the wind as a hug from the universe. Love is a professor or a staff member listening to every word, following your feelings, validating and supporting. Love is knowing that you aren't perfect and knowing that you can't do this on your own, but you don't have to. With COVID now, people feel especially alone, or at least they're more willing to talk about it. But we're not alone. The International Student Center taught me that. With our student population coming from over 80 different countries, our vision is to bring people together. Whether it's challenging political conversations or sharing a delicious meal passed down with generations of love, the ISC is a family far from home. We know in that office that our authentic, diverse selves only make us stronger. This culmination of diversity, to see it as an asset, as one of our greatest assets, is an idea called pluralism. My religious community, the Shia Ismaili Muslims, understands that diversity is a fact, but what we do with it is the most important thing. My nominator, Reverend Victoria Carware, bless her heart, knows this all too well. She and I attended multiple interfaith conferences. We hosted the Interfaith Fair. We collaborated on the Students of Color Retreat. She, as well as the ISC and countless others at SU, use their positionality, their power, and privilege to create spaces for others, like myself. They embody this Hunthausen Award of being a person for others, and it continues to inspire me every day. To quote a show I like, Shira, you inspire me, not because it's your job, but because you never let fear stop you. And now I choose to be brave. It is not easy being a queer brown woman today. My life may be blessed to be guided by love, but that isn't the case for everyone. Sometimes every conversation feels like I'm coming out. Sometimes I fear sharing my true thoughts and feelings because maybe they don't fit in. Maybe someone won't understand. Coming out to my parents was one of the most difficult decisions I've ever made in my life, along with talking about it at this speech. I've known my queerness for over half my life, and I've shared this with my friends, with my colleagues, my partners, everyone, except for the two people that are so much of the foundation of my love, my mom and dad. Being at Seattle U inspired me to be bold, to be even more authentic, and to come out. You have to understand, I was and am very afraid. Being a Muslim and South Asian, I've experienced enough racism. Quote, are you Osama bin Laden's daughter? Are you going to blow up the school? You're just an American-born, confused desi. And even my own friends told me I was going to hell. And that was just for being Muslim. Is there a double hell for being Muslim and queer? I don't know. But I do think I found heaven on earth. Through my parents' love and pride, through my deep connections at Seattle U, my community, and my own unapologetic intersectional approach to my work as a student affairs professional. There's this belief I was raised with, that God is everywhere, in everything, and in everyone. As I look towards the future and I decide my own values, I transition that to be love. I see love everywhere. I see love in everything and everyone. Love is acceptance. Love is community and connection. And so I challenge you all today to live with love, to lead with love. Because when you lead with love and humanity, you can't go wrong. Thank you.
All right, let's give one last cheer for all of the award recipients and the nominees.
As we wrap up the evening, we also wanted to thank the community that supports the leadership and work of all our students and campus partners, and take a minute to support them and their upcoming events. The Lavender Graduation, which is the Office of Multicultural Affairs annual commencement celebration to recognize the achievements of our LGBTQIA+ students, will be held on Friday, June 12th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, on June 12th will be the International Student Graduation Reception, which celebrates the international student community's accomplishments. This event will take place from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Finally, the Graduating Student of Color celebration will take place on Saturday, June 13th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time. This is the Office of Multicultural Affairs annual celebration to honor the many accomplishments of our graduating students of color. Links to access the Zoom meetings will be sent out before the events.
Additionally, we wanted to take a moment to recognize the two individuals who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this evening possible. Despite these unprecedented times, they were able to adapt this annual award ceremony from in-person to a virtual format in just a matter of a few months in order to still recognize and celebrate your outstanding students. Truly incredible. Please give a cheer from wherever you are this evening for Elise and Michelle. Woo!
And also a huge shout out to our fantastic hosts, Ariele and Grim. Thank you both so much for being with us tonight.
We have loved being your host this evening, and this wraps up Red Night Out. Thank you everyone for attending this call, and we hope you stay well and healthy. Have a lovely rest of your evening and stay strong, Red Hawks.
Woo, Hawks up.